All right, now let's go across the world. Officials in Tehran unveiled the country's brand new homegrown missile defense system. The system, according to their defense ministry, can detect planes or targets at more than 300 kilometers or 190 miles away. It can also lock them in and destroy them in just fractions of seconds. RT correspondent Sayeh Tavangar has the details live for us from the newsroom. Sayeh.
Yes, as tensions with the U.S. remain very high, Iran has unveiled its newest homegrown air defense system. Iranian President Hassan Rouhani attended the unveiling ceremony for the mobile surface-to-air system and has ordered it to be added to Iran's missile defense network. At a ceremony held in Tehran to mark Iran's National Defense Industry Day, President Rouhani announced that the Bavar system is better than the S-300 and close to the S-400, and in a much more stern tone than usual, announced that talks were useless now that Iran's enemies do not accept logic. Therefore, Iran cannot respond with logic. Rouhani further added that there is no doubt that the U.S. is not succeeded and will not succeed in any plot in the region, and that the U.S. forces would be the first to flee if danger arrives in the Middle East. Now, Rouhani also criticized the U.S. for abandoning the 2050 nuclear deal and attempting to bully and sanction Tehran into surrender. Now, Rouhani's tone was unprecedented by the more moderate president and comes at a time of very high rising tensions with the U.S. Now, Tehran began making Bavar, which means believe in Farsi, after Iran's purchase of the Russia's S-300 system was suspended in 2010 due to international sanctions and further embargoes which barred Iran from importing any more weapons. The long-range Bavar system is built to Iran's geography with a range of more than 125 miles and was created to compete with the Russian S-300 and the American Patriot. The Bavar is also able to recognize up to 100 targets at the same time and confront them with 6 different weapons. Iranian officials have also repeatedly emphasized that the country will not hesitate to strengthen its military capabilities, including its missile power, which they say are entirely meant for defense, and that Iran's defense capabilities will not be subject to negotiations. And just earlier this year, Iran's Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khamenei also called for efforts by Iran to maintain and boost its defense capabilities, hitting back at what he called the enemies for disputing the country's missile program. During a speech, Ayatollah Khamenei announced that, quote, without a moment of hesitation, the country must move to acquire whatever is necessary for defense, even if the whole world is opposed to it, end quote. And in June, when Iran shot down a U.S. drone, it was in fact with a surface-to-air missile, for what Iran blamed the U.S. for violating its airspace, which the U.S. has denied. Now, concern over Iran's missile program and regional influence was a major factor that the U.S. attributed for leaving the JCPOA. In fact, President Trump argued that the accord did not limit Iran's ballistic missile program. And on Tuesday, U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo warned at a UN Security Council meeting that under the Iran nuclear deal, a United Nations arms embargo on Iran was due to expire in October 2020, and warning other nations against the dangers of ending the arms embargo on Iran. And just last month, Iran tested the Shahab-3, a medium-range ballistic missile that many believe to be capable of delivering a nuclear warhead. Iran, on the other hand, has maintained that its missile program is for defense purposes only and has rejected any negotiations over them. Manila, back to you.
Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out our channel. We hope you enjoyed the video. We have tons of content for you just like this. For more of RT America's one-of-a-kind news and analysis, be sure to subscribe and never stop questioning more.